Could Maki potentially become the next Toji Fushiguro? Hey, what's up guys, my name is Karu, and in this video I'll be telling you everything you need to know about cursed tools and its known specialist Maki Zenin. This video will obviously contain spoilers from the manga, so be warned. Maki Zenin was born into the Zenin clan, one of the most prominent sorcerer families in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, second only to the Gojo clan. However, Maki only has a rank of grade 4 because the Zenin clan is holding her back from promotion due to her going against them and leaving the family. Maki left the family due to their prejudice against her being a woman, and specifically a non-sorcerer. A non-sorcerer is someone who has very little cursed energy and thus cannot control nor manipulate it. So how come Maki lacks cursed energy? Well, to understand this, we have to understand what's known as a heavenly restriction. A heavenly restriction is pretty much a seal placed on the sorcerer's body at birth in exchange for improved abilities. It is also fixed without the sorcerer's consent, so they basically don't have a choice. In Maki's case, this seal was the inability to manipulate cursed energy, but in exchange for that, she was granted incredible physical prowess that rivals Yuji Itadori's. Other known cases of heavenly restriction include Kokichi Muta, otherwise known as Mekamaru, and Toji Fushiguro, who we will compare with Maki later on. But for now, let's talk about cursed tools and the various kinds introduced throughout the series. Now, cursed tools are weapons and support items imbued with cursed energy, and the only known support item right now are Maki's glasses, allowing her to see curses around her. If Maki were to take them off, then she wouldn't be able to see them at all. As for the weapons, well, there are a bunch of them, so I'll just talk about some of the more noteworthy ones. The first one ever introduced in the anime is the Slaughter Demon, which is a wide-edged dagger that Gojo lends to Yuji. You know, the one that Yuji broke while battling the Finger Bearer. Next is Maki's Naginata, which she uses to fight Kasumi Miwa during the Kyoto Goodwill arc. With this weapon, the blade itself is a cursed tool, while the handle is just a normal staff hilt. Then we have Miwa's katana, which Maki was able to get a hold of after taking it from her. What's interesting about this tool is that it used to be a regular katana, but over time it became infused with Miwa's cursed energy, eventually turning it to somewhat of a semi-cursed tool. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention is that cursed tools also have rankings similar to those used for curses and jujutsu sorcerers. As such, special grade cursed tools exist as well. And let me tell you, they're pretty OP. First, we have the Playful Cloud, which is basically a 3-section staff connected by chains. Kinda like nunchucks, but instead of 2 wooden rods, there are 3. What makes this weapon so good is that it scales relative to the wielder's raw physical strength, rather than the level of cursed energy. This means that the stronger the user is physically, the harder this weapon will hit. So you can already imagine someone like Maki, who has extremely high levels of strength and speed, to wield this weapon and be able to hold her own against special grades. In fact, she was able to do this not once, but twice. First against Hanami and second against Dagon in the Shibuya arc. This is why I believe that Maki has room to become a mini version of Toji Fushiguro in the future. Toji himself wielded Playful Cloud and single-handedly bodied Dagon, something that Nanami and Naobito Zenin combined couldn't even do. You could argue, however, that Toji and Maki have different heavenly restrictions. Unlike Maki, Toji has completely zero cursed energy, giving him unrivaled physical capabilities, and yes, I do agree that no one will equal Toji's physical capabilities, but I think Maki is the one that can come second to this. Especially if she gets a hold of this next cursed tool in the list, which is the Inverted Spear of Heaven. It may not look like much, but this funny looking dagger has the ability to nullify any curse technique it comes into contact with. And yes, that includes Gojo's Limitless technique. With this little dagger, Toji did what countless other special grades couldn't even do, and that was to wound Satoru Gojo. And not just any wound, but a stab in the neck. Safe to say, if Maki were to get her hands on this cursed tool, I think she would definitely have the potential to be second to Toji Fushiguro in terms of physical capabilities. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video guys. I hope this gave some insight not only on Maki's character and abilities, but also the cursed tools. Also, if you haven't watched my video on Toge Inumaki, then the link is in the description below. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.